Hello and welcome back as we get ready to go into our second game of the night. We have our cake here. It's actually blocked
I'm still
behind
licking my
us.
lips.
It's
It's delicious.
it's destroyed. It is gone. He gave me a frozen cake and a plastic knife, and it didn't end well. But it was good. Thank you, Kresnik. We appreciate you. But yeah, getting ready to go into our second game of the night. I'm excited, especially coming off of the tail end of that first game. Definitely, playing a game like that last set is a little bit fatiguing. So it'll be interesting to see how SNHU do in this match here. Queen's Gaels here are a team that very, very similar to us in the league, much more of kind of a statistically balanced matchup coming out as opposed to what we saw last set. West Virginia, we gave them a good run for their money, but they're 5-0 for a reason, right?
Now they're 6-0.
Now don't worry about it. We took their first map. That's all that matters. That's all that matters. But these guys, 1-3, we're 1-5. So this is going to be likely a little bit more of a even matchup, I think.
I hope so. Well, I mean, I hope it's exciting. Nonetheless.
That's the thing, is that I hope, no matter what, that this is an exciting map. Getting started off on Icebox here. We just came off of once again a really cool Icebox. So we're pretty much going to see this SNHU go straight from Icebox to Icebox. See how their strategy changes, if it does at all.
They're already warmed up on this map.
That's true.
Like,
yeah, they've got their entire playbook practiced out.
yeah.
Last match was like a rehearsal.
Yeah. That was just practice.
That was you guys were streaming? I thought that was a scrim. Or like
No, yeah, they're gonna come into this map with guns blazing.
Yeah, I mean, both sides here, very similar buys round one. SNHU, starting off on attack here, usually play pretty slow on pistol round, but we're seeing a very fast rush come up through mid. Coffee taking a little bit of damage there, but forcing Jacoby back onto site, or back onto the further into the site. Perfect specimen there, trying to peek into Broccoli, but not finding too much.
Is that his name?
Yeah, his name is
Perfect
It's kind of sick. It's kind of sick. Broccoli's starting to move up though. Despite that rush into B, it was overall an A take though. Broccoli is able to find Fiery Striker there. Tripwire is able to find C-dubs. Now 4-4. SNHU have bomb planted. They are trying to hold down A site here. Perfect specimen and Osco both breaking in, finding 2 kills. Coffee and Ayun trading right back. Now 2-on-2, but Ayun taking down Jacoby's going to make it a 2-on-1. It's all down to Osco. Jumping around onto Ayun is not going to be able to find that kill. Ayun good for 3 that round. A nice start to this game as SNHU take the pistol round.
Yeah, very strong A push there for SNHU, just all around the board. I feel like they had solid mid control that map, and it kind of led to them snowballing that site really hard.
Yeah, I really like that
coming out too.
I really like that really fast push up into up through mid into B. Gave them a lot of map control, and it really made them think twice about just doing a very quick rotation early on. But now we're seeing Queen's Gaels, start to push down mid very fast, and we're seeing actually Coffee get caught out a little bit here as he gets pushed over towards A side. Meanwhile, Osco, Queen's Gaels, is pushed back a little bit. He knows that they're there planting on B site though, and we'll see most of the players from mid start to rotate back up, but others starting to move over towards B main. Good, perfect specimen could potentially run into C-dubs here in a second. C-dubs catching a glimpse of him is going to be able to pop around the corner and take him out. Giving a little head shake there.
A little shake.
Telling him off as he gets shut down from that flank. But Osco starting to try and take control of the site. The rest of Queen's Gaels have yet to totally arrive. Taken a minute to actually show up on the scene. But they are starting to defuse here. Ayun taking down Fiery Striker. Agron finds Osco. They're holding the defuse though. They have to push out. Ayun does take down Tripwires, and Broccoli's going to finish off Jacoby to end off the round. SNHU staying strong 2-0 as they claim that second round there with a very, very nice performance.
Now we're not going to see like our last maps that we just played. They did not buy up on the second round there, so gonna look at full rifles on Queen's Gaels here.
Yeah, this is a traditional sort of bonus round here. No messing around with the economy. This is sacred now. So we're gonna get to play this bonus round here, and we'll see exactly how SNHU do. Onion actually already having a res available. It's kind of big. If Queen's Gale are able to find some sort of fringe pick, SNHU will have an answer to it, without just being crippled for the rest of the round. Osco right in the middle of that slow field, as well as getting recon bolt, had to teleport out. Jacoby also going to fall back. Another Omen. We're seeing a lot of Omen very recently, and it's kind of exciting to see.
Yeah, he's my favorite agent. So
He is cool. He is very cool. Things have kind of come to a standstill here. SNHU just holding back. Maybe trying to waiting for Coffee to get this wall up before they start to make a move. Jacoby back behind site, moving over towards Snowman, looking to try and get this long-range angle. Onion still no plant quite yet. They're not quite confident in it. Getting the spike planted now.
Spike planted. Healing.
You see some suppressing fire coming out, getting Agron peeled back up as Queen's Gale start to move in. They're playing this very methodically, very slow, very calculated in terms of how they actually take this. Not too surprising considering how low some of them are on health, but Broccoli could be in a pretty unexpected position here. As they start to pass by, and Fire Striker will get taken out. Broccoli coming out with the ambush. It's perfect specimen also going down. It's just getting taken down one by one into the grinder. Coffee finishes it up for a flawless round from SNHU. 3-0 now. They're going to take their bonus round all the way.
yeah, and a flawless bonus round at that. They're going to be able to buy up their rifles this round, and Queen's Gale's economy is kind of hurting right now.
Yeah, Tripwires, you know, he can't even afford a classic out here. He's got a knife.
Yeah, he's gonna be running around with a knife this round.
Poor boys out here. It's unfortunate. It's okay. He's got a marshal. He's got his class. He's got a sheriff actually.
Take flight.
See this one come out here. See him starting to move through. Gonna spot out Osco with that bolt, force him to TP back. Coffee holding down mid. Will actually get silenced there. It's going to force his orb to retract. He's going to have to actually fight for that mid control. Agron getting some good damage there on the tripwires. Broccoli finds Jacoby. Coffee finding Specimen. But Osco could find a drop here if they don't check this side room. He's going over on the flank to cut off their path here. Won't be able to land the shot though. Broccoli checking his flank. Going to be able to take down Osco. Shut down that flank shot. Fire Striker trying to take a fight on Coffee, is able to land that shot, but a lot of damage in the process, and C-Dubs only needs one bullet to finish it off. SNHU take their 4th round in a row.
We get to see all 4 cats now. Very, I like the cats.
I do like, I'm glad we got to see all of them.
I mean, I mean, SNHU's in such a good spot right now, but Tripwires is rocking the op this round. No armor, just the op.
Let's fly.
So, I mean, you don't need armor on Jet anyways. It's fine. You just dash out of there when you're in trouble.
Exactly, yeah. You just don't die.
Yeah.
You just hit your button that makes you live, and then you are alive. Osco getting bolted, going to force him to fall back here, but Broccoli could potentially walk right into Jacoby here. He's going to be able to land that shot, take down the spike carrier, will go down himself. Coffee also finding tripwires means that Queen's Gales are going to come out negative out of that trade. Onion also picking up Broccoli means that they have not lost anything at all but an ultimate. Agron is able to find Osco here. Going to get this spike planted. SNHU is a very strong setup for this retake. Just getting ready now. Queen's Gales seem to have a very slow approach to these retakes here. Looking to try and get a good angle on this. This is going to be very much an uphill battle, though. 2 versus 4. They just hold. They just are waiting for Queen's Gale to make some noise, and it looks like they're just going to hold back. Maybe try and find some exits. Try and salvage some weapons here. If C-Dubs peeks out into mid, he could potentially find Specimen here. Agron going up high, will lose his life. Specimen taking him out. Now a 3 versus 2, but it does not matter. Spike is going to detonate. Another point for SNHU, their 5th round in a row. This is a runaway game so far.
Coffee rocking 9,000 credits right now. And we got 3 ultimates ready here on SNHU's side.
Yeah, these ultimates are going to be really good for Broccoli in particular. He's going to be able to control a lot of space from Tour de Force, and Coffee with the Viper's Pit could just shift a round, although it's, at the moment it doesn't seem like SNHU really need too much ultimate power behind their pushes to make things work.
Tripwire's rocking off again with 1 point off of his ultimate.
If he does find this kill, that's going to be pretty nice for him, especially in the event that SNHU actually break through and start to push up on him. The Bladestorm's going to be a lot more useful for him than an operator. But SNHU are taking their time. This is the methodical play we like to see from SNHU on these attacking rounds. Just getting all the info before they actually decide to make any sort of calls, any sort of exec. Try and find out everything. Agron slowly moving across the zip line. Looking to try and get a drop on Tripwires here, but Tripwires is going to spot him. Agron's still going to be able to get the first shot, though. Coffee good for 2. But Jacoby's going to trade it back out. Also finding 2 kills of his own. C-Dubs in a long-range fight will end up winning out that trade. Spike's planted over on A, though. Queens Gaels, a lot of them going over towards B. Did not find any sort of spike there. Fire Striker starting to move over towards A side here. Could potentially run into C-Dubs here in just a second. Peeking out, he will win that fight. He will get that headshot. Now just pre-firing these angles. He's starting to try and really hunt down Ayun here. Coming up onto this corner. He's going to peek around here. He's not going to be able to land those shots, though. Ayun winning that trade with just an inch of health left. It's now 6-0. SNHU have very confidently taken, the first half of this first half.
They did take the first half of this first half. They just have the rest of the half to go.
And then another half.
And then another.
Of the second half. And then the final half of the second half. Yeah.
Yeah. Actually, no. They just win if they get the rest of the half in 1 point. Pistol round.
It's okay. The comeback happens soon. Don't worry. Don't worry. As they start to move out here, Queen's Gaels is going to pop both Bladestorm and Tour de Force.
I cannot use that.
That silence is actually going to shut down C-Dub's drone. Coffee does get spotted by Osco. Won't take any damage and actually is going to hit him with a little bit of chip damage to that wall instead. As they start to move up here, getting ready for a take on this B site. Moving forward, Viper wall going up. Jacoby's in a good spot here, but that Viper's Pit is going to make that positioning just that much harder when it comes to actually holding this retake. Fire Striker, though, is going to find a very nice Hunter through here, and Coffee peeking out of the pit. He's going to find Jacoby. Trying to move up on anyone else. Agron finds Osco. Perfect Specimen very close to the edge of this pit here. Coffee trying to signal for them to plant. Tripwire's right above them. They are effectively surrounded here. Last 2 players from SNHU, no, 2 players from SNHU on the site are in the pit. C-Dub's very far off site. Coffee is going to find Tripwires. Might just back up though. Does find Specimen. Walked right past him. He's good for 3. Looking to find Fiery Striker through the edge of this thing. He's going to walk up right on Ayun. Will find that kill. Now a 2-on-1 as he walks into Coffee, though. Coffee finds his 4th kill. SNHU keeping the streak going.
Sorry, you gotta say his full name. It's perfect.
He's not any specimen. He is a perfect specimen. That is true. But we're going to see a timeout come out right away. Or not right away. Osco calling a timeout here for Queens Gaels. They need to figure out exactly what's happening here because at the moment, SNHU are kind of running away with this game. It's almost we're done with the first half here, and SNHU so far have not even shown signs of dropping this pace anytime soon. So Queens Gaels definitely need to just, really get that pep talk they need, and just kind of activate for this match here because SNHU right now are running away with it.
Yeah, I feel like Queens Gaels just needs to kind of figure out maybe just a little hole in Snoo's plan right here. But I mean that's kind of hard to find here with how slow Snoo is playing. So you really got to think about it for a little bit. But yeah, just kind of different a different change of pace maybe to help them secure at least our first round here in the half.
Yeah, I mean, they do have, I mean, they're a little bit low on money. They have been buying up a lot, and because of that, you know, no matter how big your losing streak gets, you can't afford to buy up every single round. But, you know, going for stuff like Jacoby with the Bucky, that could be how they try and start to find some
You want to play?
a little bit
Let's
more
play.
unorthodox strategies, and trying to find
Deploying
maybe
drone.
unexpected openings.
Yeah, maybe just catching them off guard. The Bucky, I mean, you don't always expect it when you're coming around the corner, but it's really good at holding these tight angles, so.
And starting to go up towards B main. Perfect Specimen will find that headshot, though. Taking out Agron. C-Dub's firing right back, takes out Fiery Striker in mid.
Poison orb emitting.
They start to back up now, going just back into their spawn, playing things nice and slow.
They're all spread, too, right now.
Rockley could look to try and hold down B main by himself. It's just this tour de force. He is going to go for that gun upgrade, though. Start to back out as SNHU start to pivot over towards A. They have 45 seconds left. Plenty of time, but they need to pick up the pace a little bit here.
Scanning ahead.
Osco's playing very, very close, but he's really the only person they need to worry about while Triple is still trying to come over. C-Dubs forces him to teleport back.
30 seconds left.
Did actually a lot of damage there while going across that tripwire at full speed. Ayun's going to be able to get this spike down. Gaels still 4 players left, now 3. Broccoli finding a pick. As Ayun starts to move up, Tripwire is going to find pick on Broccoli, evening things back out, but SNHU have control of the site. They have spiked down. Coffee is actually going to get taken out by Jacoby. Jacoby sneaking up with the Buck. He's going to find that kill. Tripwire is also taking down C-Dubs. Now 2-on-1, all down to Ayun. Pulling back site here. He's able to take down Tripwires, but not Perfect Specimen, who's going to be able to defuse the bomb here. Who else to do it but a Perfect Specimen to upset this winning streak?
And a perfectly played round there from Queen Gaels. Just changing the pace here. You know, catching up a little bit. One more round in the 7-round lead that Snoo used to have.
Was that a coaching as OP moment?
Yeah, that was a coaching.
Was that
as
right
OP.
after the timeout there?
Yep.
Interesting how that happens. Interesting how that happens.
How does that happen?
Getting ready for this half, though, we will see Queen's Gaels have a very nice loadout coming out into this round here. With that operator, going to be able to control a lot of space. Jacoby holding up high, just completely undetected at the moment. I think they might be pinging him, but I'm not sure if they know he's fully on top. That drone will spot him out. That knife gets taken out. Jacoby's forced to fall down, gets dropped right into the Viper's leg. Gets a double damage from Ayun there, who takes him out. They start to push in. That wall going up is going to let them get the spike down. Queen's Gaels still trying to get in position here. Ayun's going to take a lot of damage from that molly. He's going to be able to heal himself back up. That Viper wall going down. Things are back open now. Queen's Gaels starting to push up onto the site. SNHU can afford to really just sit back and get cozy, though. Specimen peeking forward will go down to Agron. Agron taking even more damage from those shock darts. Fire Striker's going to try and hit this defuse here, but he's just tapping it on Ayun. Res Broccoli there. Osco, Tripwire, Fiery Striker, all finding picks. Just 2 players left from SNHU. Ayun moving forward. He's going to try and run in. Takes down Tripwire. Finds Fire Striker as well. He's running this Call of Duty. He's sprinted in there. He's just running and gunning. He's taking him out.
He just sprayed transferred through that smoke there. What was that?
See those stuff.
To what?
The spike.
What?
The spike detonated, and C-Dubs was standing right on top of it. It detonated for actually like the last 0.2 seconds of that round. because Ayun, who was in this corner here, did not die to the spike. You see C-Dubs, he was standing right on top of it.
He was on top of the bomb.
It literally just blew him up. It's okay. Snow's plenty of money to spend on little funny things like that.
He's giving the spike a little hug. Fine.
Agron's ready for these knives at this point. First best one gets bolted out, and Broccoli's going to be able to take that fight.
Dead fool.
Coffee also taking down Osco. Jacoby's right there, but he's getting pushed up from behind by Fire Striker. He's got to worry about Jacoby, though. Will he get taken out? However, SNHU do have this plant going down. They're in full control of the site. They've got a very nice hold here. Agron taking out Fire Striker. Jacoby trying to do some damage to that wall, but not going to be able to find anyone on the other side. SNHU start to fall back. It's just a Jet and an Omen, not a ton of coverage here outside of these Omen smokes, but
One enemy remaining.
Dub's right behind Jacoby. He's going to be able to find that kill moving up. Allion takes down Tripwire. A team ace from SNHU.
Scanning ahead.
The cat on the broom.
We love it.
We love it.
We love the cat.
I like the pre-round though. Pre-round cat. Yeah, that one. Tripwire still managing to buy up this operator here.
He does not have a lot of money left in the bank afterwards, though. That's for sure.
Yeah.
A lot of them are looking like they're pretty empty here in terms of funds. This losing streak could just keep propping them up. Start moving forward here. Actually caught a glimpse of Jacoby's head. Moving through Tripwires is bolted. This is a pretty decently fast push here for SNHU. A few of them are, holding control of mid though, stopping these flanks. Gaels have getting a little bit aggressive on the A side here in these last few rounds. Broccoli is going to be able to take down Fire Striker. Perfect specimen. Not going to go for the trade though. That orb going up. He's going to try and hold right outside of it. Again, looking to push through, but Tripwires takes him out. It looks like SNHU are pivoting towards A. They gotta pick at B now. They're popping over. The rest of Queen's Gaels are rotating through.
Yeah, they hard rotated B here.
Coffee actually will get spotted by that knife. Perfect Specimen knows he's close, but doesn't really have enough time to actually worry about that.
Yeah, but he's lingering in between B and A here, just kind of making it unsure which site they were on, but now as the spike is planted, they all start rotating over here to A, and Coffee still behind enemy lines.
You could see Tripwire. He caught a glimpse of him, though. He knows one's going up towards Cat. Broccoli will be able to take down Tripwire. C-Dubs finds Jacoby.
One enemy remaining.
4 versus 2. And that's going to be the round as they just finish off Queen's Gaels. They're 10-1.
Last
SNHU are
round
closing
before the
in on the
switch.
end of this half with an incredibly impressive scoreline.
Yeah, Coffee is 14-6 right now. Surprised one of them, I mean, we never really had an opper, but maybe it's just a little bit of preference here, and they're on attack too, so. But they're gonna have to win 2 rounds here
Get out of my way!
to take them to match point.
Poison orb emitting.
Coffee not getting spotted by that recon bolt. That could be catastrophic here. Tripwire's not ready for it, but Jacoby is. Peeking around will take the trade. It looks like SNHU have already got control of B site just like that. Queen's Gaels having to play the retake again, and here's where they really struggle. SNHU are able to get on these sites so fast. Only getting 1 pick too. Not even on the site. Really, really great conversion. We'll see the KO ultimate come out. Agron will down Perfect Specimen, but Jacoby's going to trade it right back. They're going to try and stabilize Perfect Specimen there, but they won't be.
Last
We're going to be
player
able to
standing.
get him back up there. It's just down to Ayun now. He will find one. They tap the defuse there. Ayun trying to find Perfect Specimen. Won't be
Last
able to
player
get that kill.
standing.
Ayun does find Jacoby, though. Perfect Specimen is just getting delayed, though, and he peeks around the corner. Gets the headshot. A clutch around from Ayun to keep this scoreline going, and he will die to the spike there. That's another instance where you would have been fine if you ran like 5 feet back.
Yeah.
No charges left.
These spikes are just detonating like
Not many have been
seconds.
sacrificed to the spike so far. It's
Yeah.
2-2 so far. Keep count.
I'll keep counting.
Something scary happens when you hit 10. Well, once the spike is satisfied,
No charges left.
The Spike Lord comes out.
that's when they tease the new agent.
Yeah.
SNHU going for another even spread here. I'm going to guess they're probably going to lean towards A here, considering they're putting the spike over there, but mostly just trying to look for pigs, trying to maybe force some over-rotations out. These Gaels seem kind of susceptible to that over-rotation a lot of the time.
Agron just lurking on top of this box right now.
They dudes are so far not aware of him. They caught a glimpse of him, though. The pings are coming out, and they're going to start to try and get up on him. Fire Striker's going to find that kill. Queen's Gaels playing very slow, though. Ion's going to find the spike. I don't know if he actually caught a glimpse of it, though. But they're starting to move back over. They have to defend their spike, and that's going to make it a pivot towards A side here. SNHU getting in a very defensive position here. We have Queen's Gaels smokes coming out. First best one sending. Molly in there, forcing Broccoli out. 3 quick kills from Queen's Gale. It's all down to Ayun once again. Given his position away, he's not going to be able to. He's actually going to be able to take down Perfect Specimen before he goes down. Now 2-11, Queen's Gaels actually going to take the pistol round, getting off to a good start here.
Yeah, this is going to be their second round here. And they're going to be able to play with a gun advantage, finally.
Yeah, however slim this gun advantage is, although Tripwires is working with a Vandal here, now's their chance to really start building some momentum up.
Yeah, they're going to need to be able to take risks like this in order to kind of get a foot. That's a big cat.
I was holding my composure until he put it back down.
Yeah.
I actually spotted out Fire Striker holding out in attacker spawn there. I'm hearing the players yell charge as they start to move in. A huge near sight comes through there. Fire Striker finding Coffee. He's firing right back. Tripwire finding 2. Jacoby finding another. It's all down to Ayun again, and he's so low. They're trying to move up on him. Jacoby's going to finish him off there. Queen's Gales now 3-11.
Feeling off. Oh, they're going to be able to buy up too a little bit over here on Queen's Gales.
You know, SNHU or Queen's Gales so far are off to a good start in this round, but it's a little bit rough because they cannot make really any mistakes. SNHU at this scoreline here, they only need 1 round, and just with the way the economy flows, you're likely to get that 1 round at some point.
Right.
So Queen's Gales really need to just play incredibly well, and so far in these first 2 rounds, they actually have been. They've been. Maybe they're just very much an attacker-sided team. Ayun's gonna see Jacoby there, backing off. Getting that slow field down. I think he actually just ended up throwing it up on Agron. But Queen's Gales are gonna back out here. Broccoli's gonna see, he's gonna catch a glimpse of them. Tripwires though is gonna fire back. As Queen's Gales start to try and convert over here onto B. Coffee still holding the line though, keeping his utility up. Everyone's gonna try and go over, try and bolt him. He's gonna get spotted through the wall, but a big recon dart from C-Dubs is gonna spot in front of them. He's gonna actually get 2 kills before he ends up going down to Jacoby. Coffee pushing up, Cole's gonna find Jacoby and Fire Striker. Now it's Perfect Specimen pushing up. Coffee's gonna find that too. 3 kills for him. As SNHU bring it 12-3. They are on match point.
Match
Oh,
point.
thanks to Coffee there. 3 kills right off the bat there. Little help from C-Dubs, 2 kills on top of the boxes.
That recon bolt from C-Dubs there to actually scout out the area behind that Viper wall was huge. They got a ton of value off of that, and it really disrupted Queen's Gale's push inwards.
Yeah, they're just having trouble finding anything here.
A gift.
Agron pushing up here. He's going to get spotted by this recon bolt. Lunda taking it out before he hops down. Onion putting his wall up just to try and stall them out for as long as possible. So we'll get silence on site here. That wall in the way is going to stop Queen's Gaels for just a second. But it looks like they're pulling back out. SNHU. Still defending here, but Queen's Gaels starting to... They haven't fully pivoted back out yet, but it looks like they're starting to go up towards mid, maybe potentially towards B.
Does it make a sound when you put the spray down?
I don't know if the enemies can hear it.
Yeah,
I actually
hear it.
do not know. Yeah, it makes a sound for you and like your teammates, but I don't know.
Revealing area.
Recon Bolt won't spot Jacoby, who's hiding in the smoke. So he has to kind of back off. But Jacoby, Agron actually about to come up on Jacoby. As soon as he falls, Jacoby comes out. Agron's not ready for it. Queen's Gaels
30 seconds left.
might be able to make something of it here. Jacoby's going to start teleporting over towards defender spawn, but Onion's going to catch him out. C-Dub's also finding Fire Striker, but Tripwires will catch Coffee and C-Dubs. 2 quick kills for Queen's Gaels. Now a 3-2 in favor of Queens. As they get ready to push forward here, Broccoli, with the help of Onion, are going to have to try and secure this round here. Broccoli moving forward, Tripwires. Actually, it did get partially flashed out. Moving up here, he's going to be able to find Tripwires, but Oscar ready to trade it out. Perfect specimen, also finding Onion. Queen's Gaels holding it down.
Match point here. The nerves are on, and they managed to take another round here from SNHU.
Yeah, you know, Queen's Gaels still have a little bit to go here. They've got 8 rounds in a row that they need to take. SNHU just need to get 1.
Need a drop. Thanks.
SNHU do have a Hunter's Fury, though, and they're close to getting some other ultimates as well, like a Viper's Pit. They could potentially
Get out of my
really
way.
try and brute force around by using these. But Queen's Gaels, looks like they're trying to play up here for mid.
Teleport ready.
Might drop down here on Broccoli. Oh, they passed each other.
Broccoli just turning his head upwards is able to find Tripwires unsuspecting. Pick for SNHU, and they're going to start pushing over into B site here.
There.
Coffee only has a Marshall. Will get spotted out by this recon bolt. He is
Spike
in a
planted.
very bad spot right now with his position revealed. Coffee's just going to try and near sight them. Actually, popping a smoke there might actually just have saved Coffee, but this wall's going to try and let him see over it. Actually letting him get Jacoby there. Perfect assessment still playing up high. That Hunter's Fury coming out. Trying to find those people upper, but Broccoli is able to take down Specimen before getting taken out. Playing Fire Striker, and Agron trying to play, but gets taken out by Osco. But Ayun is going to ensure that this round is cleaned up for SNHU as they secure this game. Game 1.
Done for the next map.
Defenders win.
SNHU did a fantastic job that match. I mean, Icebox is clearly, you know, like their most comfortable map, right? I would say so at least. They definitely played it the most. But Queen's Gaels really just struggled to get control of that game and to really, you know, stop SNHU from just running away with it right at the start.
Yeah, and I mean Queen's Gaels there, they fought back there at the end there, but gonna take a cupcake here.
You're on camera. We'll be back in just a few minutes with Game 2. Stay tuned. Hello, and welcome back as we're ready to go into Game 2 on Haven. But first, a brief little note. We're watching SNHU Blue right now.
Yes.
SNHU Yellow, who's currently back there. You might have heard them screaming the entire last match, because they're very loud.
Yeah, I did.
But they just beat Queen's Gaels B in a huge upset, which is kind of sick.
That's kind of sick, yeah.
So congrats to them.
I didn't know we were playing them at the same time.
I didn't know that either. But now, as it turns out, SNHU Esports Blue are going against Queen's Gaels A. And I think they're looking to make it a very bad day for Queen's Gaels.
Now, let's not call anything too early.
I said they're looking to.
They're
Whether or
looking
not
to.
it'll happen, who knows. But also, this perfect specimen guy just hovered Yoru and Neon again. And he's teasing us.
He's teasing us.
I'm mad.
It's 'cause
I want to see it
He's
so
a perfect
bad.
specimen.
He would never play those characters.
He could
He's
play those
perfect.
characters.
But looking here, SNHU playing, their standard composition here, same one we saw earlier today. But coming out from Queen's Gaels here, I think this is the first team we've fought on Haven since the controller changes. That is also running Brimstone, which is kind of weird because I feel like he's super huge in the meta right now. People are really, really enjoying his changes and what it brings to their team compositions.
Yeah, the Brimstone changes I thought were, I thought they were really good. And he's definitely a really good addition to the current kind of lineup we had going before these changes came out. And it allows, I feel like, for just a little bit more traditional kind of CS play, you know?
Absolutely, yeah. Very much just rely on your gunplay and just the same things everyone has. It makes it very interesting. Makes it very fast. I really like it. But speaking of fast, Queen's Gaels here starting to break out through a lobby here, coming down into A short, slowing down a little bit now as C-Dub starts to back off. SNHU seem to be very heavily stacked towards C. I wonder if they're targeting a certain strategy from Queen's Gale or something here. Maybe did their homework and was like, oh, these guys always start C, but that does not seem to be the case this time. We're already seeing some early rotations come out, but Queen's Gales are still not committed to anything yet. They just picked up the spike, but whether or not it will go towards A, we'll have to see.
They're a little bit spread here across B and A.
Still not committed to anything yet. Just looking to try burn down some time, make them get impatient, get all the pieces in position before you execute this. And the moment these brimstone smokes come down, we know they're going in. Here they go, and as soon as they drop, Tripwire is leading the charge, going in. He's starting to run up on our defenders here. C-Dubs will end up spotting Oscar
30
out
seconds
through the
left.
smoke, but not going to be able to convert it into anything. Doing a lot of damage with a shock dart, though. Might be able to find it. Barely just not killing Perfect Specimen there. They will get the spike down, though. Agron's still holding back sight here. We'll get smoked again. Just refreshing that one there. That one was a friendly smoke. So I think they're trying to keep him concealed at the moment.
Jet looks a little angry.
SNHU still strong. C-Dub's dropping down right behind them. Tripwire's going to find a second kill, though. They're starting to move in. Broccoli not able to find the kill. The Tripwire is finding 4, but not able to find the 5th, though, as Jacoby takes down Coffee. A flawless round from Queen's Gales to start off.
Yeah, that was really unexpected there, looking at the last map here. And I'm wondering what they're going to, if they're going to use this momentum they have to kind of segue their lead. But they've only bought 2 Spectres so far.
Yeah, this will be interesting to see exactly how they convert this into the half going forward. We haven't seen them in a position like this really yet, so this is definitely exciting to see. And this is also, this map we haven't seen them on at all, so this will be interesting to see exactly how comfortable they are here. There could be possible Xbox, but C-Dubs is barely not going to kill Tripwires there. Finds the headshot but can't follow through. Will end up going down. Osco gonna end up tagging Ayun there. Jacoby finds Agron. Broccoli gonna catch out Osco. Queen's Gales is up a player at the moment. They have control of A site, getting the spike down.
planted.
This is an interesting position to plant the spike here. Looks like they're mostly playing for a defender spawn here. They start to back up.
Last player standing.
Jacoby's gonna find 2 quick kills, taking down both Iron and Coffee. It's just down to Broccoli, 5 health, a single bullet in his headhunter, and a lot of hope for sure, but not gonna be good enough as Tripwires will end up taking him down once Gaels find their second round.
Queen's Gaels off to a really good start here against SNHU. SNHU's going to be able to buy up their rifles this round, maybe fight back a little bit.
Here.
Yeah, some of them, like Agron, is actually going to be able to get a rifle gifted to him. Most of SNHU are actually running on empty at the moment in terms of credits. Queen's Gaels is going to play out this bonus round.
I mean,
on to what they have.
SNHU has 1 kill at the moment.
Yeah, this has been a little bit of a rough start to this game so far, which is really, you know, unexpected to see after that last match.
Bye.
Agron's going to find Jacoby right off the bat. That is a very huge early pick. C-Dub's looking to hold short here. Tripwires might try and break in soon, but he's going to wait likely for his team on long to actually make some progress there. But it looks like they might just pull out. Queen's Gaels beginning to pivot over with the people trying to move down long, not really able to find any sort of progress there. Going to back out. They look like to start, maybe look to start going over towards B.
Yeah, it looks like they're going to push down mid here. Have it smoked off on B.
As they approach, SNHU do have kind of a chokehold on this site. They are starting to go in, though. Flash is going out. Ayun is going to be able to take down Tripwires, but not before C-Dub goes down. Broccoli finds Osco. Ayun fighting another kill. Looking to find one more, but Fire Striker will fire back. Doesn't matter, though. Agron is going to take him out. SNHU securing their first round on the board. Will not let Queen's Gaels get away with this bonus round.
They had a little damage to their economy that round too. They did not have too many casualties. Someone's going to be able to buy up for C-Dubs here, and they're going to run full rifles against. And Odin.
He's not going to go with it. Unfortunately, he is going to end up selling it. The Queen's Gaels, though, they are looking at some ultimates here. It looks like Tripwires is not going to... he's going to not pop the Bladestone quite yet. He's going to hold on to his Vandal here. And then we also have the Brimstone ultimate from Queen's Gaels, which honestly we haven't seen represented too much actually, even in matches with Brimstone. The ultimate seems to be very situational in how people decide to use it.
I feel like it's pretty good for stalling defuse.
Oh, Tripwire is going to find Coffee really early on. That Brimstone ultimate, I mean, it's kind of just like a big molly, right?
Yeah.
It kind of serves the same purpose. Broccoli pushing up. Both those Tripwires to back off, but won't be able to secure that kill. He goes down. Now Ayun trying to look to push through the garage connector here. Will end up getting taken down by Osco from behind. 2 versus 5 now. Just C-Dubs and Agron left over. It looks like they might just try and back out. That is a very hard site to try and push into, especially with all the setup they have to defend it.
Right, and I mean, their economy isn't too good right now, so I feel like saving is probably just the best option here. Looking for an exit frag on Tripwires here. C-Dubs.
Oh, he's going to miss that first shot. He's going to take a lot of damage, too. They know exactly where he is now. Agron looking to try and hold this angle. The defender spawn is going to peek out on Jacoby. He's going to get spotted out. He's looking to back off now. Will Queen's Gaels actually push forward here? Ooh, looks like they won't. They're not going to push things too far here. They're just going to get away with their points, stay alive, keep their guns. Queen's Gaels now leading 3-1. SNHU were able to get, you know, round 3, but not able to really convert it into a super successful round 4.
Yeah, only 6 kills here on the board here for SNHU.
Perfect. And looking at Queen's Gaels here, it seems like their you know, pace is really kind of throwing off SNHU. Coming off of playing Haven against West Virginia, they played super fast. Oh, C-Dub, so the very early pick. West Virginia played super fast. I think the change in pace might actually be tripping them up here. Agron gets taken down very early. It's a 4-on-4 now. Queen's Gaels just going to back out after they get their pick, start to go somewhere else.
Yeah, this isn't the kind of haven that they're really, I mean, acquainted to, according to West Virginia last time they played on this map.
Now as they start to move over towards C main here, it is going to get smoked off here by SNHU. Trying to slow them down a little bit. They have some suspicions that it is a C take. Holding in garage. Smoke's coming out for Queen's Gaels. We see the leer come out from Coffee. We'll be able to take down Fiery Striker. Going to dismiss out of there after getting spiked down. Osco going to fight back, take down 3-on-3. Coffee's going to be able to take down Jacoby. Heal back up. Looking for Assessment. Going to be able to take him too. He's good for 3. Just 1 more to go. He doesn't have any healing left, but the rest of SNHU are happy and healthy and looking to clear out this round. Now 2-3. SNHU find another point on the board.
Slowly bringing it back here.
Looking there, I think Queen's Gaels, I'm not entirely sure exactly what went wrong for them. I think they, maybe burnt a little bit too much time pivoting over towards C, and by the time they had to push onto there, they just had to move fast, and they didn't have exactly the kind of resources they needed for a really quick break-in.
Yeah, I mean, they had a pretty, I feel like they had a pretty quick break-in at the start, but Coffee kind of just shut them down there.
Out, trying to find those picks again. Not able to find any this early. Queen's Gaels mostly gathered up here around the entrance to B. Broccoli getting spotted out. He is in a bad position. He's going to teleport out. Now Agron just holding down A site. Queen's Gaels still haven't committed to anything yet, but they're starting to move over towards Garage. Could be taking Garage to C. So that's where Coffee is. Onion popping the laser. Going to force them out of here. He can see if it's warm or not, but Tripwires will be able to end up taking him out. Queen Gaels back out. 55 seconds left on the clock, and looks like they're going to start to pivot towards A. Agron's still holding that upper angle, hasn't left yet. Could potentially find a pick on Osco, who's going to peek out here into short, although we're seeing a flash. Actually, a dog. Doing a 360 too. What's that dog doing?
There they are.
C-Dub's trying to spray through. Not able to get past that crate. They're taking a lot of damage in the process. Trying to get some shock darts through. They will end up planting right underneath Heaven, though. They'll be looking to play for closer to long. Smoke's just going back up. It's going to be a second before SNHU can really go in.
Last player standing.
Kobe and Tripwires both finding kills. C-Dubs will be able to find Osco, but gets traded right back. Queen's Gaels finding another successful round here. Still leading 4-2.
I just couldn't stop thinking that round. Like,
what was that dog doing?
Dog doing?
I couldn't tell. He was
doing a couple spins.
Yeah. He looked like he was having a good time.
Yeah. Agron's 1 point away here from his ultimate.
Agron going in here for this orb. Trying to get it, but will get sprayed through the smoke. Jacoby taking him down. And I'm going to losing his life for that.
His ultimate.
The shorty is not going to be able to find the kill on Tripwires. Just a little too far, but Broccoli also holding this close angle, trying to rush out, takes down Tripwires, but is not able to convert it into a kill on Fiery Striker. Queen's Gaels now more than breaking into the site. Osco's going to find that spray through the smoke into Ayun.
Spike planted.
Coffee might just be looking to try and drop down, going for the 360, but won't be able to find it. Jacoby taking him out. Queen's Gaels continuing to lead here. SNHU have a lot of resources to work with, but we're going to see them call a timeout here just to try and figure out exactly what's going on. It does look like there's maybe a little bit of, I'm not sure if it's just fatigue or just, they've been playing for a while at this point. That could just be, wearing down on them.
Yeah, judging from those 2 overtime maps that we had to play earlier in the night, I feel like this could probably be fatigue affecting them.
I think so.
I mean, I don't know if you could hear them last map too. They got really excited about that map, and it takes a toll on you, I guess, after a while of clicking heads.
And I am
It's
noticing that, you know, like, wow, it is funny to go for the 360 no scope. I almost feel like there's a little bit. This is, you know, the West Virginia match is out of the way, and it feels like they're almost kind of taking it easy now going into this one. Maybe just didn't expect Queen's Gaels to actually end up doing this well on Haven here after that Icebox match that was, you know, almost assuredly like super one-sided.
Right, yeah.
That's a good spot.
It's a little bit more even this time, 2-5. But
I'll get
you see, maybe SNHU's just a little bit more comfortable on offense on this
also.
map.
Getting started off, Queen's Gaels are leaning over towards A side there. Here we may see something happen over on C side here. A lot of ultimates coming out from SNHU. That Huntress Fury coming out right off the bat, as well as the Blade Storm and the Tour de Force. We're going to see a lot of Queen's Gaels start to rotate over towards C. Empress coming out from Coffee, looking to go big here. Coffee able to find one. Will he be able to convert it into more? No, Jacoby's going to shut him down there. Kicking out the Empress. As Fiery Striker is going to be able to plant the spike here. Agron looking to pick up this Vandal, but they are moving up on him here through this connector. Ayun in position, able to take one, but Tripwires finds one with the help of Fiery Striker. It's now a 2 versus 3. SNHU are down a player. Need to try and retake this site. Tripwires is right off to the left here, and as soon as Brockbait runs forward, Tripwire is going to go for the peak. Fire Striker also finding that kill onto C-Dubs here. Queen's Gaels are on fire.
Yeah, just a really strong push there from that round. And they're gonna have all or missing one ultimate this round.
Yeah, they have a ton of resources to work with here, and their top, like, look at Tripwires, look at Jacoby, look at Fire Striker. All these players are playing super well. And if you look here at SNHU, they've been struggling to find themselves going positive here in these rounds. It's been a really tough game so far for them. Oh, Jacoby's gonna find an early pick on Cito. Coffee coming around the corner. We'll find Osco. Smoke's going down. Broccoli looking to hold here. He is alone. Tripwire's coming around the corner. We'll spot him out. He's going to be dealt with pretty quickly there. Perfect Specimen takes him out.
Spike planted.
Gaels getting the spike planted down. Coffee going for the small next fight. Going over into Perfect Specimen. Will end up taking him down. Healing back up. Send move over to Fire Striker. Finds him too. He's found 3 kills. There's 2 left to go.
Remaining.
He finds the 4th. Jacoby's starting to push up into sight. He's coming up on the flank here. Gonna see that laser come through. Jacoby finds Agron there. Coffee going for the final kill, but can't follow through. Won't be able to find the ace, but Ayun will finish things off. SNHU gonna find their 3rd round here. Get another point on the board.
You were waiting. You said at the beginning of this map that we were waiting to the application of Brimstone Ultimate. I think we just saw
stand at the edge, and then when they run to you out of it, you shoot them.
I think we just saw it.
I wasn't expecting that.
That was very well played there from Jacoby. Let's play some music.
I like that. I like the little bow music. Yeah. That sounds like a ringtone. Queen's Gaels did only end up spending the Brimstone Ultimate there. Don't have a lot of resources to work with. Tripwire's going to be able to escape from that. As they start to lean over towards C-side here.
I've got your trail.
Those Seekers are coming out. Agron forced to drop back after that bolt. Broccoli not able to find any kills there as they break into Garage, now converting into a C-take. Agron forced to back off, taking a lot of damage from that shock dart.
Spike planted.
All 5 players on
You
Queen's
want
Gaels
to play?
looking pretty
Let's
healthy.
play.
Let's see the Tour de Force come down. As Osco holding
Be
down
faster.
long C. Agron able to find a pick on Tripwires there. Looking for Perfect Specimen now, able to find that one too. He's taking a lot of damage though. Ayun finds Jacoby. They have control of the site, but Osco is holding down long with that Tour de Force. Hunter's Fury is going to get Coffee. He held it for halfway. He wanted to commit to that one there. Oscar's actually able to take down C-Dubs before he can defuse. They're trying to hold it once again. He finds Ayun as well. Looks like they're going to hit delayed. Long enough that they can't defuse here. Oscar finding that third kill. SNHU just kind of throwing their lives away to try and stick that defuse. Ended up not making it.
Yeah, I mean, you just have to know the tracking on the spike to be able to stall that defuse there. And the smokes just weren't enough in long to be able to just stop them from stalling. I mean, every time you have a Sova with Hunter's Fury, you're not going to be able to defuse the spike for at least like 10 seconds.
Yeah, and they were already pretty low on time going in there. Looks like SNHU are coming with a very fast defense into mid, looking to break in through attacker spawn, but Queen's Gaels are going right around him, going straight to A. We'll be able to get on site before SNHU can. This is a big flank, though. Osco, I think, spotted them out there. Has a Phantom, though, can very, very well outrange them here. Perk Assessment is going to be able to take down Coffee. This smoke about to go down here. Ayun able to find Specimen there, Osco. We'll be able to take down Aggregate turn, though. Now 1 versus 4. C-Dub's taking a lot of damage here. Tripwire's on top of that crate, though. Hey, look, I hear him screaming. He's able to spot him out with the recon bolt. So this is his last stand here. He is cornered effectively.
If you want a translation, I think it translated to get away from me.
Yeah. He's going to go straight in. Another sacrifice for the spike is needed.
Concentrate, Sova.
Queen's Gale is getting another round here, 8-3.
Last round in the half.
We're closing up this round here, and SNHU are in a little bit of a rough spot here. We could end this 9-3 coming out here if Queen's Gale continue to keep this up. SNHU do have some money to work with here. They're going to be able to full buy on this final round, but they don't have a lot of leeway to work with, even if they win this round on the next half.
Yeah, they're running a little bit low on credits right now. So they're going to have to pull off something here.
Tripwire's going up high. C-Dubs was ready for it, but still going to end up dying.
Will Agron try for this orb again here?
He is safe to do so right now. But right now, Queen's Gale is just holding back. SNHU played super fast last time, so they're just holding the defense now, waiting for SNHU to push into them. Looks like Coffee might try and push out soon, but they're starting to back out, starting to pivot towards A. Spotted Tripwires there for a second. Not able to take him out, though. That flick was crazy. Tripwire's starting to move forward here, able to find Broccoli, too. Coffee moving up, trying to find Osco, is able to catch him on the rotation.
Spike planted.
The Queen's Gales have full control of A site here. Both SNHU players are off site, not too close to it either. Gonna be some pretty lengthy rotations. I think Coffee was able to avoid getting detected by that drone.
Last player
Doesn't
standing.
have his ultimate anymore.
Coffee's down, Fire Striker taking him out. All down to Ayun here, 1 versus 4.
Smoke's down. Stim beacon down.
Smoke through, but Tripwires is right there. He takes so much damage getting sprayed through the wall. He will go down. Tripwires finds his 4th kill, ending this half 9-3.
Switching sides.
SNHU are in rough shape here. They don't have a ton of time to work with, or a ton of game space really to work with here. Running low on the rounds left until Queen's Gale are going to hit match point.
Yeah, running low on the rounds meter. They only need 3 more points for match point.
For SNHU here, we're going to see them stack a lot towards C, having 3 players over here. We're going to have 2 of their players try and push up A really fast to try and contest anyone at A lobby. We usually see them do this, but with most of Queen's Gale over the C side here and these smokes coming out at the same time,
Stim beacon here.
Stim Beacon coming through. They're going to be going in fast as they start to move through that molly. Not quick enough to slow them down. Oscar will be taken out here. C-Dubs moving in. Perksessman will trade right back. It's now a 4-on-4. Broccoli hiding in the smoke. Perksessman's looking right at him. Looking for a good opportunity to hit someone with this headhunter. Justin healing his team back up. Kobe might have spotted him there. He's stuck in that corner though, getting flashed. That hawk going right for him. He's gonna try and contest, but not able to. It's just Agron left. He's able. He just needs to win one more duel. Jacoby coming around. Has 32 health left. Can just try and delay him for as long as possible. Jacoby's gonna try and come around here. Agron not able to get around the corner fast enough. A quick headshot stops him in his tracks. Does he have enough time to defuse here? It's going to be close. Oh. Half a second left. He just delayed him a just that much longer. Yeah. That would have been a round for SNHU. That would have been a pistol round coming out. But Queen's Gale, once again, are kind of in the driver's seat for this half as they take the pistol round.
It looks like SNHU is buying up again this round. Round 2.
They can't really afford to just sit back and let Queen's Gale try and run through to their bonus round. They have to try and stop them here. Although, if they do struggle to stop them here, they're going to be in a rough spot economically for the rest of potentially the rest of the game. Coffee coming through, is able to find Osco. Tries to heal, but gets taken out. Ayun finds Jacoby. Perksessman finds 2. Now a 2-on-2 C-Dubs. Trading out Specimen. It does take a lot of damage in the process. It's just Agron and C-Dubs. Agron takes a bit of damage from Fiery Striker. The drone coming around the corner will end up bolting him. Comes around the corner. C-Dubs able to find Fiery Striker with his utility out. Now just tripwires left.
Agron baiting him with his life.
SNHU gonna get this plant down.
Take flight.
Drone going up.
Last player
Try
standing.
and bolt tripwires. Agron will end up going down. Down to a 1-on-1 again, and C-Dubs does not have a ton of health to work with. This is scary too. This box he's on is completely, you can shoot straight through it. The tripwires, he will catch a glimpse of him and is going to be able to take him out. Queen's Gales are now going to be sitting pretty comfortably at 11-3.
Clutch.
This is a little bit rough for SNHU here.
SNHU are not going to have money for this next round here, and that means that really they're going to have to sort of play out the rest of this match with Queen's Gale at match point, provided that Queen's Gale are actually able to take this round.
Right. Broccoli was looking at a Vandal there for a second. Looks like you're right. They're probably just going to try to save here.
Just try and go for the streak all the way. SNHU stacking towards Seaside here. Gonna try and break in here as fast as possible. Is able to take Osco, firing right through the box. But Jacoby's still there. Falling back to the side. Perksessman also coming through. Will end up getting taken out there. Jacoby goes down too. Queen's Gales. Only 2 players left. 2 versus 5. SNHU in control of the site, have the spike down. Have a lot of sheriffs too.
1 enemy remaining.
Agron will be able to find tripwires with just Fiery Striker left. And he is pretty surrounded coming out here. We'll be able to take down Ayun. 1 versus 4, making his way down the list. Starts to back out.
Scanning ahead.
Will he try and take this? Broccoli's going to get spotted by the recon bolt there. Fire Striker does not have time to try and fight this. He's just going to get a pick and try to back up. But C-Dubs is running up on him. Not able to get this kill, though. C-Dubs just giving himself up to his fate. Fiery Striker will end up getting out of this alive, but not with the round as SNHU get another point on the board, 4-11.
He managed to make it 3 kills, though, on the board there. Had he more time, he probably could have defused. Clutch. I believed in Fiery Striker. But SNHU is going to be able to buy up this round. That round, I feel like they played just really fast, kind of in the style of West Virginia, you know.
Absolutely, that kind of fast break-in play seems to be doing really good for them. The main issue is letting Queen's Gale kind of play the game at their pace. They're able to control it quite a lot. SNHU just playing slow. Not committing to anything yet. We're seeing Coffee start to kind of creep his way up towards A. With a lot of Queen's Gales just holding their position, not going for any rotations yet, not getting impatient, not moving. But SNHU look like they're going to try and make a play up towards mid, into B. But they could run into
Right here.
Deploying
here,
drone.
holding very close to this angle. C-Dubs going to go around the corner. Will be able to find Jacoby. Not going to be able to bolt him, though, as he gets away. SNHU are in control of the site right now. Both sides smoked off. Fire Striker is going to be able to find Ian. The Perks after taking down C-Dubs. Things are quickly turning around as Queen's Gales finds these kills. Coffee's going to get caught out with his knife out. Fiery Striker taking him out. Agron. They're going to take down Osco. Tripwires. Broccoli. Agron going to go down right after that. Queen's Gale here are on match point.
They really turned this match around for them. On map 2 is their haven is just so strong so far. Coffee is gonna have to run the hero's rifle here to try to salvage something.
He is the only player on the team right now that's going, you know, at least neutral in terms of his KDA,
Yeah.
which is it's really a rough game state here. Just really losing a lot of duels coming out. Tripwire's really just kind of activating here. Broccoli trying to push up on Coffee, also going through. He's going to get caught up by Tripwires, going up high. Agron trying to move in with the Bladestorm. Smoke will end up cutting off his retreat, but Agron going to send a knife into the back of his head while he runs away. Finding a second kill with his knives. SNHU 3-3. They're in control of the site, but they do not have the spike. The spike's back in their spawn. They're going to have to go back to get it here. And the question is, will they go back to A with it, or are they going to try and pivot somewhere else? Starting to look like they're moving over towards C. Agron going to start moving through garage. Looking to try and catch the kill. That trademark will end up spotting him out. They know that someone's over here, and Oscar's going to find Ayun. It's now a 3 on 2. Agron going up is going to get taken out. It's just C-Dubs left. He has the spike. We'll be able to find perfect specimen. 1 on 2. He's
left.
found 2 so far. Gonna send his shock dart out. 25 seconds left. I think he's just making a full sprint for the other side of the map.
Can you make it to B?
Wrapping into garage. He might just be trying to find these kills. Gets spotted out though. Trying to fight Jacoby. 12 seconds left.
10 seconds left.
We're gonna see Osco just start running. He absolutely does not want to let himself die, but he is going to walk right in front of C-Dubs. Queen's Gale are going to take game 2. We saw a one-sided game 1 followed up by a one-sided game 2, but not quite in the way you would expect. It's kind of just taking turns beating on each other there.
It's very, I mean, I can't really say it's close here because that was just all in favor of Queen's Gales. But the first map, I mean, it's just a different story. And I feel like this map, they just had a little bit more knowledge of, in general. Like, they played very differently from how West Virginia played, and it wasn't really what we were used to, I feel like, or coming fresh out of.
Yeah, I'm curious if that was just adaptation, or maybe they were on a more comfortable map, or what exactly the deal with that was. That was, I guess we'll have to see in Game 3 exactly how that one goes. Maybe that's just, maybe Haven's a specialty of theirs. Who knows?
Right.
But yeah, we'll be back in just a few minutes with Game 3. Stay tuned.
Welcome back in, everyone, to another SNHU Esports broadcast in progress. We are on the the last map of the day. Now, map number 6. Did I expect it to go this far? Yes.
Absolutely.
1,000% I expected it to go this far because it was a doubleheader and we are cursed to be here this long. Shane and Connor, it was Shane's birthday. We had to let him go, and Connor kind of just attached it. They just went together. So, me and Jade will be here. Jade, your first time on the mic in the arena.
Yes.
We casted a little bit. We some enthusiasm
Yeah,
there. Okay, I like to hear it.
It's exciting.
We casted a little bit online. None of that is public. Yeah. It exists. It's not private for any particular reason. It just, it just
Yes.
happens to be locked behind my YouTube unlisted barrier. But your first time is going to be I mean, every map at this point for us and for Blue is crucial.
Absolutely.
Right, so to make it to playoffs, they are just out of contention at the moment. And Gaels, considering their record, I mean, this has to be a really important game for both teams.
Absolutely. Right now, it is fundamental that they win this game. And after such a dominant map 1 and quite the vice versa on map 2, it is more than ever important that they win this map here. And to be honest, it's a little bit of a bizarre comp. I don't think we traditionally see the Sky KJ anymore in today's lineups. You see a lot of people working towards that chamber with the coup de grace and the revolver that's just on cooldown with a basically free jet dash. It's just much more popular. They're also opting in for the jet here rather than going for something more traditional like the Raze.
So what does this composition gain Gaels over SNHU? I mean, the Killjoy, I guess, a little bit more lockdown, but you can rotate sites a lot quicker than some other maps.
Yeah.
What do you think is making them lean in this direction more so than the alternative?
It is a bit bizarre. I think the big factor to start here is they are starting defense, which obviously Killjoy, I play Killjoy all the time. I love to start defense.
Yeah.
Offense, not my thing. It looks like here we have some pretty in-depth detail setups already. Those tiny pixel mollies can be the difference maker, especially when it comes down to time. And on a map that relies so much on rotations and last second, like teleports, that is pretty crucial. They also have the Sky, which might just be a preference thing. Initiators, it looks like they're dropping the double controllers here for Queen's Gaels.
I was going to say, that screams Showers control to me, but they're not even playing. They have Sova and Jet, in that position instead, but controlled enough. Tripwires finds the first pick onto Agron, pushing through that lane. C-Dubs is controlling this backside of it, trying to get some hit with some damage, but 2 guns is better than 1. C-Dubs will fall to the Sova, Fiery Striker, who's had some up and down performances, but always, I think, aiming true so far. Jacoby close by, won't connect the classic right click onto Broccoli, who finds him with Headhunter, and now they're forced to rotate. They're going through that defender's spawn, going their way to B, but it seems like Queen's Gaels are aware.
Yeah, no, it's a bit of a not traditional rotate, going through CT as the attacking side here. We're not plant for back sight. Those mollies, though, sure enough, they're coming in handy to stall that plant out, and that's 50 HP gone from their Viper player.
Yeah, that's not what you want to see here. It's going to be able to rotate out potentially as Broccoli finds another, but it's all down to Ayun here. We'll find one early. It is a pistol round, so anything's possible, but no intel on that recon bolt, giving away all of that, and Perfect Specimen will be able to get this defuse. What we saw from the Sky from Queen's Gaels was playing over by B long. Do you think that's going to be just a pistol round early game sort of setup, or do you think they're going to pivot to that Showers control?
I would honestly think that he's probably going to stay B long. Traditionally, Sky players, at least in the recent meta, use that dog for early information, especially alongside the Sova dart.
I've seen it mid as well.
Yes, it can work there as well. They also use the flash. Pop flashes belong is just super standard. With such a long funnel, if you don't have somebody playing anti-flash, that can be a free triple at least. Like, it's a massive problem. So they may ulteriorate it back and forth, but it's really going to come down to Sova.
Yeah, you can see the Sky and the KJ up in Hookah now instead. And again, aggressive Showers play from them. Jet forward with a Marshall, and they're all forward into the Judge 3 immediately. That's 3 down right out of U-Haul. He's going to disengage, play safe on the Brimstone. Marshall finds another. I mean, this is a forced eco by them. Any damage they do will be decent. C-Dubs finds one. That's going to be it for Queen's Gaels as they push themselves up to 2 up.
For one of those eco play rounds, 1 gun, it's something. At least they got something, and it's not a flawless. Because if you at least have that flawless going in, you can save every single weapon. This requires some sort of a drop, or at least a minor buy. Here he's going to go light shields and maybe some form of a gun, but this is obviously the most crucial round. Being down from the last map. They need to win this side, get a little bit of a lead, pushing them into the second half. This rifle round is extremely important to go as clean as possible.
Always, yeah, super, super important. I feel like I'm going to be looking a lot at Jacoby again, at what he can do with that judge, still holding on to it, still playing roughly in the same place, a little bit more forward than prior, but also no one's really there. I mean, it's just going to be the Viper potentially meeting up with them as we're watching Broccoli over here in Hookah, force them back with the paint shell. Tripwire does dash out just in time, and now Coffee is looking for a pincer, looking for some poke, trying to catch someone being forced away, but no one is getting caught in here. They're able to disengage. Broccoli, all he has to do, I mean, get that trademark up there, back up. It looks like they are playing a little bit for some poke, looking for a pick from Hookah with Agron up on that box, but Tripwire is getting them so much information as the execute might be coming in here. No stimmy drop to give them that little boost of speed. Just going to go in without that, maybe save it for a little bit later. They force him back, though, as now the gas pedal is getting pushed down. Coffee finds the first on the backside of sight, and that smoke is just isolating everyone else. They'll get this plant down. Coffee not really helping too much by body blocking there, but the spike will get planted, and now we're looking at a retake for Queen's Gaels.
Absolutely, and this is where we're going to see the retaliation come in with the utility. Molly, shock darts, all that's going to start to bleed some of the lower HP players off on SNHU here. They really need to keep as many of these guns as possible, as Osco's going to find Coffee. Broccoli picks up the immediate trade, and Agron is going to get one. Broccoli finds another, and Fiery is takes down C-Dubs. It's going to be a 1v3 now.
Not a lot of health, though. There's two players that could go down in an instant to the Spectre right now, but Agron will push aggressively the low health player, willing to take that risk, and that will keep SNHU in the game for now, get them the bonus round away from Queen's Gaels. And we're going to see guns on both sides now. I literally can't hear what Spencer's saying, but he sounds very excited about something.
Very excited, but no, I'm glad they were able to keep at least 3 rifles. The magic rule is kind of you want to keep 3 guns going from rifle round. It's just once you start to buy more and more, it adds up. It gets really expensive. And now we're going to see probably the most equal buy we're going to see as possible, especially with an op early on Tripwires. That's going to be a huge factor this round.
And because of that, because they have this op, they're not playing aggressive at all in showers because the Jet's not there. They rotated the Jet over to be long, and now they're trying to play inside. The Nano Swarm and the aggressive push from Perfect Specimen does a lot of damage here. Op shot does not connect. Broccoli takes a bit of space here, walking up. The spike could go either way at this point. They're just trying to see what they can find, what they feel like I guess they can get away with. But with that trademark down, I could see a pivot to A through the TP.
Absolutely. I actually think that is exactly what they're leaning for, because we see this bomb now slowly creeping up A short. Ion's definitely giving out information here. He's calling out anything he can hear, but look, they are being very diligent. 2 and 2 on each site with the Jet starting to pivot. I think they have a pretty good read on this. Ooh, it's going to be the Sova drone, too. That's a lot of early information. They might even want to work the bomb back B now, but it looks like they're committing towards A, even though the op is already here.
Yeah, they're gonna have to go back. I think that drone seeing one of them really gave a bit away. Now that they're droning, that really should tell the whole story to Queen's Gaels as they're pushing through the smoke. Satchel charging in. Is Agron getting very close here to U-Haul? No judge this time, so maybe a little bit less fear to push it and find that Brimstone. Satchel by! Fiery Striker cannot find the shot as C-Dubs finds the other over by sight. Will get that spike planted now. Completely empty sight. It's all down to the Killjoy and the Sky, and both the picks that you were questioning potentially going into this map forced to make their way back into A site.
Yeah, I'll be honest, being a Killjoy and retake is probably the worst situation possible, especially without the ult. With no lockdown available, they have to take all these angles pretty dry. They have a little bit of Sky utility, and they're going to be focusing this U-Haul here, but it's going to be a bit of a 1v2, 2v2, and it's going to be C-Dubs on top.
Perfect bait for them there. C-Dubs peeking off of the forced turn from Agron that was playing over in that corner. I think just really well done. Even if they looked one way, they were guaranteed to get mowed down there. So very well played by SNHU. Held on to a decent amount of guns. Look like they will be able to at least buy for Coffee here. And how is the economy looking for Queen's Gaels? Not great after that. I mean, we're going to see classics, light armor. We're going to see some of the same cheesy play. Not cheesy, but attempted cheesy from what they did on their previous light buy round. We're seeing 4 players, I can't even tell because of the massive blob stacked up over here in B long, and they do find one right away. That's a win already.
Yeah, no, that is the strength in numbers strategy, which can work if you can find the isolations, and right now they're doing it perfectly. That's 3 picks early on an eco round. That's a massive problem. It does look like Ion's got the sight solo on A, but I don't know if he's aware of this person U-Haul. I think he's got the read here, but the timing is really important that Broccoli here does not get picked off. He's got a shorty, but Ion does find the frag. It's going to be a 3v2, but here's the problem. Those guns, those eco guns, have been upgraded, so we will see the Viper's Pit in return.
Problem is, though, Viper's Pit, they're going to be playing up close, right?
Yeah.
I mean, they want to be at that range for their guns anyway, so might end up working out. We saw this strategy actually executed. The Seekers are going to make things very tough. We saw the previous team that were playing West Virginia play that death ball strategy excellently, and we'll see how Queen's Gaels can execute with it this time. They are sneaking by close to the pit. Recon's going to come in with the flash, but they avoid the flash. I'm not sure what intel they were able to get from that. They all wait outside, ready to burst in. Broccoli must have seen something. Sprays one down, can't get the next. It's just Ayun with the Phantom versus one with the op. Can't find him, lost in the mist, and Ayun takes him down to get SNHU the lead.
That got really dicey for a moment there. As soon as those Seekers got popped, I thought they were going to have Phantoms and Vandals and we're just going to be able to run onto site. But actually, there was a perfectly placed, Cypher Tripwire right in the front of counter CT. Basically slowed down the entire team.
Oh, the chamber,
defenders.
the chamber slow.
Chamber
Okay.
slow. I actually don't know the name of that ability.
Trademark.
Trademark.
Yes.
Thank you.
I played this game.
That's fair. I should know it being the chamber main, but I only know the name of the firearms.
Listen,
there.
if you got quizzed, you'll still win a game. If like, sorry, I don't know the name of my ability. I know how to use it. That's all that matters.
Exactly.
It's
look at this. This is smart. They're using an early U-Haul. Oh, they've just gotten all this space for free.
Yeah, they know that someone's not going to be here. Agron's still checking it, though. Going around the back, I mean, maybe expect to go here. Did Broccoli's push here is going to be so important, but can't find Fiery Striker as the ult comes out in return from Queen's Gaels. I'm not sure if they know that someone's... Clearly, they know that U-Haul is important to SNHU because of the commitment they had early, so maybe they play around it, but the drone's coming out now, and we'll get them some information. This firefight's going to be crucial, and Coffee is able to win it, pushing out for Osco. Can't find it, gets them particularly low, but this gunfight could also be, I mean, every gunfight's important. I keep hyping them all up, but now a lot of intel given up to them. They know that he's there. C-Dubs brings it down to a one-on-one, but has absolutely no idea where Specimen might be. Cannot get the flick in time, and Queen's Gaels tie it right back up.
Yeah, that was very, very fast-paced. That round happened in seconds. I mean, we saw two Brimstone ults just traded off one after another. They took U-Haul from the defending side, and the defending team just fired right back with their own ult. From there, it was a 4v... After the picks, it was a 4v2 in U-Haul. So much pressure there. It is arguably one of the most important parts of the site. But when you have all of the team pinching in from there, you just have too many directions, too many angles to think about. C-Dubs almost clutched that up, but just without the information of where the sky was, impossible.
No way to get it at that point. Yeah, you know, maybe you can spray the... If you spray the box, if you think he might be there, then you're giving your position away, and suddenly becomes a lot easier. I'm noticing this is one of the least contested Showers games I've ever seen. I feel like no one is playing on that right side of the map, and I feel like, you know, a late flank on A could maybe make that work out as they try to push in with a stim beacon, but a close judge. It is so tough to deal with the close holds with the judge on this map, whether it's in U-Haul, whether it's in Hookah, it can really stuff your push, and that's exactly what just happened to Sniff.
Yeah, no, absolutely. When you have somebody baiting like that with a rifle, making it seem like they're the one defending, that judge just gets a free kill. 1-2 shots, it's over. He gets another one pushing through his smoke. I don't know if C-Dubs ever expected that. He's taking a long-range fight with the thing. He's got infinite confidence. You do see Chris coming back from A site now, but when a 5v2, I don't know what you do here.
I mean, is it worth it to save the two rifles at this point? Do you just sit there for 50 seconds and...
Yeah, I think so. I think with this economy at the moment, they have a little bit of money. Obviously, you want to try to bring these guns into the next round, but you need to find something. You need to start to break the opposing team's economy. They can't keep saving flawless rounds. That will add up so much money. That's at least $3,000 a player.
Yeah, which is, I mean, not something you want to see happening when you are trying to just narrowly stop the snowball here as they wait just patiently for anything to come out. But obviously, when you're defending, when you have an advantage like this, there's no reason for you to push the issue at all. No. They're willing to sit pretty, and their comp is fairly defensively oriented, I think. Other than the Jet, they have that KJ to really lock things out. There's no reason for them to make a move at all.
It is actually really interesting when you were talking about the Showers control. I think we're going to see the exact opposite when SNHU starts to defend. I think with this double controller setup, they're going to have the Viper play A, and they are going to prioritize that Shower control. It'll be a complete flip. And when you have this Killjoy on defense, like, yeah, the Killjoy is still a gun. There's still somebody who can fire, but it does get infinitely harder when you're playing attack. You start to either be the first, second person in. It is much, much more dangerous. The one thing they will have going for them is this is a bit of a peculiar map to have that lockdown on, and I think you might see that come up B long. Or the traditional thing that I've seen people do A side is they actually put it in U-Haul once they already have the site, and it just forces defenders back. So there are some things you can do with it, but that we see what.
How far does it reach past you? I mean, I'm thinking of the
Yeah.
L bend that goes into spawn. Like it clears that out, right?
Yeah,
it kind of
absolutely.
forces you to go either towards heaven or back towards spawn, right?
Yeah.
You just cannot hold
Like,
that
very
very
corner.
standard approach angle that most people take in. They'll go with 2, and you've guaranteed like you can take some pressure heaven because you know someone's going to be there. You can try to take a fight there or just have more people looking that way as that lockdown's coming in. So makes sense. I mean, that's just what you're going to have to do on attack as KJ. You put stuff behind so they can't do really long flanks, which people do on this map, and then you lock out that other standard approach angle.
Yeah, absolutely. It's definitely, it's not meta. The reality is Chambers still has better flank watch utility. He has different like approaches to defending, but it is going to strengthen this one side. So the more rounds that SNHU can get here is going to be very important for this second half of the game. And with an equal buy, mostly equal buy, they have a few Spectres, a few Sheriffs on the attacking side. I think this is going to be like a fairly throwaway round. Try to get as much guns away from the enemy team as they can.
Let's see what they can get. Not much to start here. Tripwires with a headshot with the op. Not even really needed, but always welcome. Truly, at least in the kill feed, with a confidence boost from the Jet here. Has to reload, forced back. Well, didn't even have to reload, but chose to, but still forced back. Broccoli is in the first angle, looking to catch anyone trying to be aggressive, but Tripwire just going for the Hail Marys here. Not able to connect on Broccoli. Can't reload in time. Coffee with the rundown is able to find him, and that's an operator they could pick up and even use for Broccoli if they wanted to here. Hunter's Fury forcing them back, trying to catch them on the retreat here. Not going to find anything, but does buy them a little bit of space. The flank watch is now going to be the most important thing, especially with the spike coming in. They're not playing close enough to really stop him. Broccoli's going to be able to rotate right by, but how much do they know? They definitely know now.
Well, they at least know one, but what they might not suspect is this Killjoy lurking K's. But it's going to might be. Yeah, C-Dubs is looking for this. He finds the pick. That's massive. They're going to, in retaliation, they're going to send out the Sova ult, make this a 3v2, and there's going to be a pick onto Coffee here, and now it is a post-plant situation.
Last player standing.
Brimstone is low, but now it's a 1v3.
But the spike's been planted. He has the time to play. He looked away at the last second. They know he's here, and he knows someone's close. He is not stepping lightly as some damage gets done, but a flash very well timed. The bait from Sova, disengaging Fiery Striker, sets things up perfectly for the perfect specimen.
Yeah, no, that is where that Sky utility really does shine. They were able to get that information very early. There was the first pick. Flash comes through. You're going to see the shock darts come through, and there's just... It's a good hold, but it was kind of a one-and-done angle. He got his one. If he gets lucky, he might get the second, but in a 1v3, it's just another really, really difficult situation to be in. And now it's going to be SNHU on max loss bonus, and they kind of half-bought, and the economy's looking a little weird again. I'm not sure what they're going to be going for in this coming round.
We'll see how much they can kind of rack up from this and what they decide to go for. They're going to say, okay, the buy gets a lot more standard as we get further in. They throw the rifle away, don't need the hero. Just going to run SMGs and see how they do it here. They are going to be playing into a Judge again, something that will constantly be valuable for them. I think it was, I don't know if it was the Brim or the Sova that had it, but playing aggressive, playing on close angles on A for both of them. Break into sight up, just nicks Coffee in the leg with 5 HP remaining. Now they're forced to go in with a massive range disadvantage. The smoke is pushing them back, but Tripwires still feeling the form from the prior map. They were playing and coming in vertically, but Usko still able to get the spray transfer to catch them. They just desperately want to take a single gun out of their hands, and it might be the operator here. C-Dub's running away. Just the Sheriff. 1 bullet left. Is that all he needs to find another pick? If they give it to him, not this time. Perfect Specimen finds the shot first, and they hold on to quite a few weapons.
It was a good attempt again. Another really fast-paced play. They were trying to get in early, try to find that pick. They did a good job of baiting out the op. I mean, the leg shot, that's way better than losing a person.
Yes.
But at the end of the day, it's just so much utility. They have better guns. They weren't able to find the picks. And we look now at Queen's Gale. Their economy is amazing. Multiple people on 5,000 plus. They're pretty much set for the rest of this half. So SNHU just needs to take each one of these rifle rounds and do as much as they can with it. They have some decent ult economy. They have the Tour de Force and they have the Raze ult. Yep. But against something like the Killjoy ult, that's just going to be really difficult.
Yeah, we'll see how they choose to use it. They don't have a real way to counter it, as it's just a straight flash onto Coffee. Cannot see much here. These pain shells might get them something cleared out here. They're holding close, but Osco finds both of them. No way. Aggressive push off of that Nanostorm. Knew they weren't going to be in, and now spotted around the back by the alarm bot is Broccoli. So they know he's in sight, but they have Hookah.
Yeah, Broccoli's is in a great position, but when they have something like Hookah,
oh, they do. They don't see him. The drone doesn't see him. He knows that he went by. The Sova might push right now. I'm not sure what's happening back there. But I'd love to see it because I feel like it might be dangerous soon. C-Dubs find someone else on the map somewhere as we cut away. Oscar finding the third. That is 4 for the Killjoy on defense in their home turf over in Hookah. Just an unbreakable wall.
Something with Hookah, right, is the reason you want to prioritize it. Most teams give it up early because it is extremely difficult to hold. But when you put something like Killjoy utility on it, it becomes a lot easier. When you have 2 people in there, you have that bait play I was talking about, and they did the same thing. They were able to hold on to it. So when you start trying to plan on site, that's an incredibly difficult area to deal with. They have so much pressure on stopping your plant and being able to swing angles at any given moment. Elbow is a good position, but I'd argue Hookah's better.
Do you think it's part of SNHU maybe not wanting to spend some of this extra utility? Oh, I was gonna, okay, never mind. Disregard this. We have someone double satcheling in, and Tripwires with an unreal shot onto Agron flying by. Ion's looking for some sort of setup here on the Viper. C-Dubs is droning out. There is a big flank that's coming in. They are going to spot here. The trademark gives them at least some information and maybe knows that they really have to up the pace as the drone spots them. They can run here. Perfect Specimen and Osco coming all the way around. SNHU are still able to get in. They still have to deal with one player holding back in heaven, so he just gives it up, waiting for his teammates to come. That's the smart play, and we'll see how it pays off.
Yeah, the one thing that I'm noticing is these two, they're playing in Hookah every round, but the second there's noise made on A, they're just rotating immediately. They just double flank, and they're not afraid.
One enemy remaining.
Timing almost there. Fiery decides to re-peek and find C-Dub, so it's Ayun in a 1v3 once again. Second time so far in this. Full flash, running into the smoke, basically blinding himself on the second half of things as Queen's Gaels rack another round up onto the board.
We keep seeing these 2v3s, and they could go either other way, but the second it becomes a 1v3, it's just really difficult for them to do something. There's, especially with agents like Sky that have so much utility to deal with, they can clear out those angles, and this is the last round. They've lost multiple, 6 now in a row? They have to pull all the stops here. Sova ult, Viper ult, and they have a pretty solid buy besides the one gun. They really need to pull everything out here. They might look for something slower. I would hope these fast rushes don't seem to be working, but we're already committing the drone, and it's going to get a little dicey.
Are they worried maybe about having they have here? Again, we can't really talk about this because Jacoby the Brimstone just walks down through the smoke and finds 3 with the Judge. It is just so damn good on bind. You can't do anything about, well, you can, but it's just not the easiest thing in the world to deal with. Heal them back up, rotate back around through B, and now they're going to be reading SNHU like a book over here. They played a little slower, have to wait for that Nanostorm to run out. But, I mean, it's a 1 versus 3 with a turret to spot. Not the easiest thing in this week. There's no way we're going to see a Judges, right? There's no way.
It's possible. It is always possible. Ooh, he's going for his 5th. He's wrapping around. I don't know if he's still got the Judge in hand. It might not be the right range, but no, it's just going to be a shutdown for Moscow. And that is quite literally the opposite situation of what we were hoping for here for SNHU. I will say, he timing the drone. Like, that's really big. So the drone goes in, doesn't see the Brimstone. Maybe you expect him to play in the smoke, but to push the smoke with a Judge, that's really, really risky. High risk, high reward, though. He finds 3, and that basically guarantees that round out.
Yeah, I think with what they had already, I feel like it was absolutely worth it. I mean, it was risky, but I see no reason not to go for a play like that. And it just shows me the comfort of Queen's Gaels on this map. I feel like Judges in particular, I mean, you really don't see them a ton on some other maps. I mean, you can look at, not Haven sometimes, but I feel like you can see on Split, some people play it like in sewers or in some by ropes if they want to play that kind of area, but or by mid. But on this is just the Judge map. I feel more so than anywhere else, and they are not clueless going into this map. They know what they can get away with and what to expect. And see what we expect here. It's an early fight. Brimstone aggression now happening the other way around. Coffee runs down mid, finds Jacoby. And Queen's Gaels on the back foot for the first time in a while.
Yeah, I think that's funny, though. We were just talking about that high risk, high reward, and now it's SNHU in that high risk position because they need to take risks like that.
Yep.
Right now, with being behind 9-3, anything's possible. You can absolutely come back from a 9-3.
Susical taught me that.
Yeah, 9-3 curse. But it is really important that you make really risky plays. He's going to find one more here, but he does get traded out. This is going to come down to Broccoli, and if he can hit these shots.
And it's dead even again, roster-wise, 3-on-3. But they're rotating way back around. They're going to just go into what is effectively a free site, assuming the Viper does not back up quickly. The wall's up, though.
Yeah.
So they're going to have to take this slow. They're probably going to have to spend some resources. You can see them considering dropping the alarm bot through it. Not really going to commit there. And the silence is making SNHU a little nervous. The Rays rotating over to B, and it's going to be the right call.
Yeah, I'm glad they're picking up on this. With the silence coming through now, you do have 2 people on site. It's risky, but Coffee does have a fantastic positioning. Agrid needs to find one, though. He needs to get something here and at least not go down. He's got the quick rotate from the chamber, but oh, Ion is found early. That's really risky for the situation. Broccoli's going to hit a nice shot. They should know the 2 positions of these players now. It's going to be a quick retake, but the Sky utility, Dog is doing a little bit of...
What the dog doing? It's just dancing over there, and it's
I don't
distracting
know.
long enough. He goes out, puts on a little top hat, does a little tap dance, and it's enough to get Queen's Gaels the round.
It was distracting me. I was looking at the dog more than what was happening on the actual the play, but that is nonetheless really good for Queen's Gale because they just got a pistol on a 9-3 half.
Yep.
SNHU shouldn't have any other option here besides to force. They need these rounds right now. You do not want to go 11-3 into a rifle round. It can be really rough. They're going to buy, looks like a few of these here. Judge, Spectre, Sheriff, Marshall. Again, it's not as good as 5 Spectres with full shields, but
Yeah.
it's something. They need something right now.
And we'll see how they decide to play it. It's Coffee playing in very similar ways before. Recon will spot C-Dubs. He's going to be forced to run away. Doesn't know necessarily the absolute death ball that is about to come crunching into sight here right through the wall. Chambers here in time, but just a Marshall in the way. Broccoli finds one, though. That is an excellent start to this. They try to go for a no-scope. Can't find it. 2 sprayed down by the Spectres as this spike does get planted as Tripwires gets the next. It's a 4-on-2. SNHU operating with a strong disadvantage. What excellent timing from Tripwires here. It's all Ioun, 1 versus 4. Constantly the last one left. Has Light Armor there just spraying, finding him, assume he's going to be somewhere, takes a Spectre out of their hands, but they do not care. They are feeling it here, 11-3.
Yeah, that is unfortunate. There's definitely, with the new Brimstone meta, the strategy of buying run-and-gun weapons like Frenzies, Stingers, Spectres, hitting one of those stim beacons and just going. And that's exactly what we saw. Broccoli hit a great opening pick, but it doesn't matter when you take out one and there's 4 more people right behind them ready to go. If you have single fire weapons and a Marshall inside of 2, you're not going to get anything out of that. They can just take all of sight in a matter of seconds, and 11-3, you just forced up. They're going to force again. They really don't have any other choice, but this isn't the Phantom and Vandals that you were going to see.
Yeah, I mean, Controller Main's missing their Astra right now. Anything they could have done to stop that rush, but taken away too soon in the eyes of some.
Yeah.
See them. You see how close they're trying to hold here, just trying to catch them. Ioun right in the middle of his poison doing the same thing the controllers were doing, but 50-50. Coin lands on its side. Can't find the right way to look here. And now they're going to get Molly. That'll slow down the showers part of the rush, but what's going to be happening in main? It's just a smoke, and they seem to be disregarding it entirely. The Sheriff does not hit Queen's Gaels, push their advantage 5-3, and the spike's going to go down.
Yeah, this seems like worst case scenario, but Agron seems to have hit a timing here, but with a Molly and guns pointed at him, he's not going to find anything more. 1v4 on C-Dubs with a Bulldog. I mean, I can't say it's impossible. I've seen it done before. It's 3.
19.
He's only on 19 HP. That's 1 shot with any of these weapons now. And he's going to go down, and that's going to give Queen's Gale match point. I think we will see a full buy from SNHU now, Vandals and Phantoms. But at this point, you have to be asking yourself, is it too late?
Well, you guys just did a what round? How many round comeback? Your match?
8 rounds. 8 rounds, actually,
Okay.
against Queen Gale's B, funny enough. And yeah, so anything is
So
possible.
it was 11-3.
Yes.
Okay.
It was 11-3.
So we're saying, hypothesis testing right now. I took my science class a while ago. Yeah, hypothesis. It's been proven at least once.
Yes. Well,
No, not proven. Well, there's terms here that I'm definitely missing out on, but we've seen some sort of proof. We'll see if that can happen here. And this could actually be a very Big play here. The judge sneaking by with the Viper wall. Do they expect it? And what do they have to check him out here? It's the Brim that's potentially going to push it as C-Dubs. Gets forced back, chased by a flash, finds the Brim, finds the Killjoy. That's a taste of your own medicine. Maybe not that part, but the rest of this, that push stifling was it. But it's another aggressive rotation now from the Jet around the back. As the Seekers coming to find them. Agron, though, pushes, gets 2 through the wall with headshots. And SNHU might find their first round in 9 in a row. It's all down to this Jet behind them. It's Tripwires, who's had a great game, but not for this one. SNHU with a flawless round. Get their feet back under them, but have a long way to walk.
There's a long way to go, but I will say one thing there. Having a flawless round is massive because it means nobody should be on a broken buy this round.
Yep.
Economy doesn't matter per se anymore in terms of saving for the next round, so it is literally always going to be, can I buy a Vandal, Phantom, full shields, or whatever gun they need in that situation. Maybe it's an Op, Odin, but with a fully armed team now, I said it's unlikely, but again, it's never impossible. I don't know if Ion gets away with another play like that, but hey.
Maybe not the same play, but we'll see what they try to do with it. You can see Killjoy turret in mid trying to stop anything aggressive or cheeky that Ayun might be trying to do. To watching Showers passive. It's a very defaulty, slow start to this from Queen's Gaels, just trying to find anything from an SNHU that has their backs against the wall, and Agron is the first one to be found. Aggressive push through Showers now. The match point is on everyone else's shoulders here. Jacoby's holding close, knows that someone's going by. Coffee does not turn in time, caught out by this. Again, risky play by Jacoby, but it continues to work out for them. Coffee doesn't take the engagement, manages to find one, but it trades back against them. Both players need to do a 2-for-1 for this to be this chance to remain for them here. C-Dubs gets a recon out, will not get Pulse to get them any information as the spike goes down and the time starts ticking. It's all down to C-Dubs with a lockdown in the way and a nightmare coming for him. Forced to run into the open, caught in their angle, and what a way to end it for Queen's Gaels. 1 for all, and all for 1.
Yeah, it was a good attempt from SNHU, but the performance there was definitely dominant. They took site control both on the attacking side, and they took site control on defense, pushing up on angles, taking as much as they could. It's difficult, and there's a lot we can learn from matches like this, but at the end of the day, Queen's Gale just played that really well. Their bind looked really strong.
Yeah, I think they really took the time to look into it going in. Obviously not that we had, but I think they just said, we're going to put our own stamp on this. And I think that might have been part of what caught SNHU off guard. They weren't expecting the way that they were playing the map. Their quick changes of pace, too. They went from their lightning-fast pushes to the round they win super slow. Play a little setup game, obviously. Someone's holding close, someone's a little aggressive, but it's still a way to play for picks instead of playing for just outnumbering. And that's a huge pivot in styles. And again, that's tough to read in the moment.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And I feel like when you're playing, when you're in that moment, it can be so much more difficult to pick up on these small details. And sometimes pressure gets to you. I mean, you can be in these really difficult situations, 2v3s, and all it takes is one mistake and it's gone. And when that adds up multiple times, those rounds, 3 rounds is a lot in Valorant. With only 13 rounds to win, if you don't include pistols, that's not much.
No, it adds up very, very quickly. And, of course, obviously, tough to recover from. A huge grats, though, to Queen's Gaels. That was a very quick turnaround. I mean, think about map 1 to maps 2 and 3. Like, that is a strong mental for that team, honestly, being able to recover and strike back the way that they did. It was a fun match to watch. The other game, too, West Virginia, that was a incredible game. If you haven't caught that, I highly recommend you go back and watch that one. And why not just go back and watch anything else we've ever done here on Twitch? You're already here. So you can go back, check out the archives that we have, a bunch of games highlighted from this season if you want to check those out. If you want to see our games coming up from here on, you can obviously follow us here, get notifications anytime we go live, and subscribe if you want to support us and get some cute just Penman emotes. Generic Penman emotes.
They do look good.
They do look good. Shout out to Ali Awkward, of course, for doing that one. If you don't like getting notifications from Twitch, I know I got spammed by notifications by the Twitch app myself. You can always follow us on Twitter or Instagram for our match updates. We have some Instagram stories that'll tell you when we are going live. You have our Twitter updates for everything going on in the arena. Always can check us out there. We have a giveaway going on right now. If those of you who don't know, we're giving away a full set of the exact same gear we use in the arena. If you come in and sit down, you can win the full set. It's a Logitech mouse, keyboard, headset, and mouse pad. All of that could be yours. you can check that one out. Should be our pinned tweet. If it's not, I
It is.
am slacking. Okay, good.
It
I'm
is,
not
yeah.
slacking.
Yeah, no,
So
that G Pro keyboard's really nice. It's
It
good
is,
gear.
it is actually really
It's
nice.
really
I use it
nice.
I use it when I'm playing my matches myself. So I highly recommend you checking it out. Thank you so much, by the way, for tuning in for this very long night. Happy birthday also to Shane once again.
Yes,
Still have his
happy birthday to
cupcakes over here on the counter. Thank you for tuning in for this whole broadcast. Though on behalf of myself, Jade, Shane, and Connor, who were also here before, and everyone else who's been hanging out in the incredibly hot production room, thank you so much for tuning in. We'll see you next time.